Killing it like a blind man reading. I'm feeling it like, oh, here comes the, oh, here comes the, oh, here comes the. Y'all already want it.
Guys, how you doing? So today I'm on the Extronus Canon testing server, and we're gonna go ahead and do what I guess my fans have been waiting for a long time. It's just a basic Lean Archer tutorial on it stacks 20 sand. You can build this cannon at any height, so even at sky limit it'll slab bust and stack and all that fun stuff. So this cannon is about 2 years old. Tons of people know how to use it. Most of the factions community knows how to use it, and for some reason, I guess just the newer players to factions don't really know about cannoning. They don't really know that this kind of stuff exists, and even something as basic as this, they don't understand how to do. And I'm gonna use my friend BaseRocks as an example. He knows how to use the cannon, but he doesn't even know how to build it. So this tutorial is mainly based at, or aimed towards people that don't know what they're doing. So, okay, the first thing I like to do is you have to get where you're trying to shoot. So if it's a base or whatever, you have to line up your shot. And what we're gonna do is just come right here, and let's just say that this is what we're trying to do. So you get the coordinates of where your barrel is gonna be, and you look here, your X and your Z. So my X is moving left and right, but it's not moving if I go back. That means this is my barrel coordinate, 11046, and then you just look at your height. So 33, and this means your barrel would be like right here. I'm just going to go and show you guys how I like to build it. You can really do this however you want, but I like to start at the front and work back and do this side of the cannon first. I just find it a little bit easier for me. Now obviously you'll be doing this in survival mode. Trust me, it doesn't take more than about 10 minutes max. I think we did some, like way back in the day on Icewind, we did a speed raid, and it took like 7 minutes to build a cannon. So it's really not that bad, guys. I think people really worry too much that cannoning takes a long time, and it does. But then again, it doesn't. It really doesn't. You just have to know what you're doing and put a little time and effort into it. And you can even get a friend to help you build it. This thing is very easy to build. So let's go ahead and stop here. This is the basics of the cannon right here. This is the front, and this is what you need. This is what's going to push what's called your hammer into the barrel. This is going to push your sand into the barrel, and these two pistons right here are going to realign your TNT. So if you're shooting east or west, it'll automatically align it and shoot it properly, because by default in Minecraft, shooting east and west TNT, instead of, like, let's say this is your sand and this is where your TNT would land, it would actually kind of land like halfway off the block, and it sometimes would fall off the block and just not land correctly. Okay, so you just come back 5 dispensers from here. Now guys, this tutorial is strictly for new players that don't know what they're doing, and I mean, even if you're an advanced player, I would consider BaseRocks an advanced factions player, but he doesn't know how to build a cannon. So this is to help people that just don't know. It's not to make fun of anyone. It's not to bash people in the comments. It's just to help people that don't know what they're doing. And I hope you guys can appreciate that and are very friendly in the comments. I guess the reason I've stayed away from this kind of video is because I was concerned how rude people would be in the comments, like, oh, Abusive making a Lean Archer cannon tutorial, he just wants views, or what. So I've chosen not to do this kind of video, but my fans have been suggesting it and requesting it so often, I went ahead and decided to do it. Now this is the basics of the cannon right here. The way this is set up, this power right here, it'll shoot about 6 or 7 chunks straight. So if you're cannoning a base that's 20 chunks away, you're gonna have to go up 12 high. I would not push it any more than that, or you're gonna have to rewire redstone. But right now it's at 4 high, and that will get you through pretty much right now. It'll technically do 9 chunks of this, but you want it to be 100% straight, so you go up to 12. Anyways, enough of that. This is the basics of the cannon right here. This is everything you need to know up until this point, and now we're gonna go into the actual wiring and what everything does. So after I've done this part, I go ahead and wire this side just because it's really fast and really easy to do. So you just come off of here like this, and you just come back. Now this is going to be redstone torches, and this is what's going to power it. And once you get more advanced into cannoning, you'll learn that using torches isn't really the most effective or efficient way of doing a cannon, but it's what gets you through until you're at that stage. Like I said, 100% noob tutorial for you guys, and hopefully it's very easy to understand. So redstone dust will be here, and there's that. Now what we're going to do is take a piece of glowstone right there, And you can also do it right here, it doesn't matter. But this is going to carry your redstone signal from that level up into this level. And technically speaking, you could do a block like this, but when you're doing like 10 high, 12 high, you need the glowstone. And then we're just going to wire this part. This is probably the easiest part of the whole cannon right here. And bada boom, bada bing. And it just mimics the other side of the cannon. There you go. So that's wired. That's the easy part done. Now we're going to come off here and wire what's called your scatter. This is what actually blows up walls, blows up slabs, whatever. You can do up to 8 repeaters here. For the tutorial, I'm only going to do 7. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then you're going to put what's called a redstone comparator down. Now what this does is, if wired properly, when it gets a pulse sent to it, or it gets a, just a signal sent to it, I'll show you right here, it'll actually fire 5 times. It'll go ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. And that's what a comparator does. It fires 5 redstone ticks when it's turned on. I'm not going to really go into Minecraft physics for you. It does a lot more than that, but that's all you need to know for now. Is it'll instead of shooting 2 pieces of TNT, it'll shoot 10. That's all you need to know. So there we go. We have our 7 repeaters, and what you're going to do is come off the back of here and just kind of come around the side. Now I think you can do 15 pieces of dust before you need a repeater. But what I do is right here, I just go ahead and do my short pulse. And what a short pulse does, a lot of people don't really understand this concept. But let's wire one up real quick. Let's put a piston here, and then we'll do a piston here. And we'll even do a repeater just so it looks the exact same. And we'll wire it to a button so you guys can see what the difference is. So here we have 2 buttons, and just like that. So if we press the button on this one, you see the piston fires up. Okay, it fires up. Now with a short pulse, it'll actually fire that piston super fast. You'll see that it fired it really quickly. And what we're going to be doing is using this short pulse to break this piece of sand that will actually go. There'll be a piston right here. And let's see. Go ahead and put these 3 blocks here. The piston will go right here. And there'll be a piece of cobweb right here. Your 20 pieces of sand to go above that. So that piston fires really quick, breaks the web, and then all the sand falls into a second cobweb. So that's the only reason we're doing that. Very, very easy. Nothing too complicated about it. I guess some people don't really understand why a short pulse is important. But if you did not have a short pulse and you had a normal pulse, when it was trying to break the web, it would be like 5 times slower. So also, something to note, with a normal sticky piston pulse, it'll push the block up, push it back down. With a short pulse, it'll leave the block floating in the air. So just something cool if you did not know that. So that's it, guys. The whole left side of the cannon's wired. Let's go ahead and wire the right side. I like to do 3 here, and then I'll do 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And just like that other side, we're going to do a short pulse. And we're doing a different one this time. This short pulse right here is the exact same. I just like it on that side. And this tick right here is very important because it's 1 tick difference. It pushes the piston first, then the block gets powered, which causes the short pulse. And just like this cannon comes together very, very quickly, very easily. And there's not really too much to worry about. So your redstone goes here from your short pulse, goes up to here, and bam. And sometimes you can add a tick there. You don't really need it, to be completely honest, but a tick's fine. And then put all these 12 repeaters here on max delay. I have been spotted by a fan. Alright, so right here, let's go ahead and wire those. And they come around to your short pulse here. And the only thing that's going to happen here, guys, is this gets powered. This piston's going to push normal. But these pistons right here, after the short pulse, this one and those 2 right there are going to fire super quick and retract. So what's going to happen is this TNT is going to fire. This TNT is going to fire. This one will blow up, push everything into this block. Then that piston comes out really fast and realigns it. When this TNT dispenses here, this piston pushes really fast and realigns it. So, I mean, that's really it. I hope that makes sense. And let's go ahead and finish this off. Now, that's all the basic wiring. Now we need to make what's called your hammer, or you'll hear me call it a tower in my videos. It's just what I call it. This goes up 10 high. I think I'm at 6 right now. Oh wait, what was that? 1, 2, 3, 4. 7, and 8, 9, 10. That's just 20 dispensers. Very, very simple. And the cannon is almost done, guys, believe it or not. This is the easiest part right here. You just come up and you wire it. It's this is called your hammer. Like I said, you just need to quickly wire this. I'm actually going to move this in my inventory just so it's a little quicker. And these will fire off redstone torches just like your power did. And two. And okay, so what happens here? I'm trying to explain everything as I build it so you guys can kind of understand. This repeater powers this redstone. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we're getting pretty close to that 15. So you put a repeater here, then you put another repeater here. And then you're just going to carry this tower up and repeat the process. This is the easiest part right here. And doom, whoops. See, I'm special today, folks. All right, it is. What time is it? Like 7? Yeah, 7:19 in the morning, and I'm doing a video because I love you guys so much that I had to do a video at 7 in the morning. Wire this up, and this glowstone will have enough. You don't have to add any extra repeaters. It's 15 long, so you're good to go on that. And the pulse will reach the top. That's all I was trying to say there. Then what you want to do is water your cannon. Now, here's where a lot of people mess up. On servers that lag, you need a block above this, because what will happen is sometimes it'll dispense, but then it'll shoot back up, come out, and explode up here, which blows the top of your cannon up, makes water pour down. So make sure you always water and then cover it up. You can do the same thing here by putting a row of glass or a row of blocks or whatever, and that's it. Now what you need to remember is come in your barrel here. See how this is all dry? You need water here, so make sure you come through water here and then put a piece of water there. And that just keeps this area right here watered. That way, if TNT dispenses early or glitches because of lag, it does minimal damage to your cannon. You don't need water right here, but you can put a piece there, and that's it. Now, you need to make sure you don't have any water in this area here, and I'll explain that in a minute. It's just for your cobwebs when you're actually firing, because if you have water there, the water will wash the cobweb away. There we go, guys. There's the cannon. It's actually built now. It works perfectly like this. You don't need to do anything else. And that's it. So what we'll do is we'll end this. This is called part 1. Part 1 was just a basic building it. We're at almost 13 minutes now. So you guys can actually see, you know, that it works or whatever. And what we do, all this cannon does is puts 20 sand right here. So if I do 1, 2, 3, just a tip, at the top of this right here, this is 10, so there's 20 sand right there. And then if you press this button, it'll work just fine. Except that not all the TNT dispensers filled up. Okay. Anyways, it said filling 1 TNT to 54, but my dispensers didn't fill up. So that's just Extronus being weird. And I think the server's actually... Oh, I see, the server's restarting, I guess. That's alright, folks. But yeah, the cannon works perfectly like this, and what we'll do is record part 2. It's how to use the cannon, how to go through special kinds of walls, and how to go to all types of walls, and possibly how to... Oh wait, now TNT's firing. This is weird. And we'll also cover how to upwards, and how to do some other stuff with this cannon that people just don't really know you can do. So hope you stay tuned to part 2. Hope you enjoy, guys. I'm recording at 700 frames a second, 60 frames a second recording, you know, 720p. So video quality should be a lot better now. Hopefully everybody enjoys that. Let us know down in the comments if you like it, if it helps you, and slap that like button, guys. I will see you tomorrow. We're going to be doing daily uploads for 90 days. We are taking the 90-day YouTube challenge, but more info will come on that soon. So stay tuned, guys, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.